and today I'll be reviewing this kind of like a suspension thriller. This show came out on Netflix a couple of weeks ago. It's called Echoes, and it is starring Michelle Monaghan, Matt Bomer, Daniel Sanjata, Jonathan Tucker, and this show has only 7 episodes and it's been while the show came out. So my review will be with spoiler. If you have not seen the show, spoiler warning. So in this show you see these two, like this show centers around these two twin sisters, like they're identical twin sister. One name is Gina and one name is Lenny, and you see this twin sister, they switch their life every years for 1 year, like they get to live each other's lives, and we see that a lot of tension between Gina and Lenny, which come to light later episode, not right away. Right away, as the audience, you have to sit there and watch. I guess Lenny, she lives kind of her life as a like Gina, like because she really liked living like a Gina. End of the show, of course, she has this dark secret. She thought she has this dark secret, which wasn't dark. I guess she just made it up in her head. So in this show, we see that one of the husband, which is his name is Charlie, and he's a therapist, and he knew about this switching, like the sister is switching their like places. And end of the show, we see like he didn't mind that she was switching the places. He said, I thought that's what you needed. And the other husband is Jack, played by Matt Bomer, who had this role in this show, and his story goes nowhere, unfortunately. We see Jack, basically, he never realized that she was switching place with her or anything. Like, what kind of husband he is? I guess he's busy, he has this farm, he's always stressed about it, and he has some money problem, we see. So Jack character is not very well developed in this show at all. What do I think about overall this show? I'll say this show did have very interesting plot about this twin sister swiping their life. In reality, when you sit back and think about it, that doesn't make like a lot of plot holes this show has. When after watching it, you will sit back and think, oh, that didn't make sense, that didn't make sense. Especially Jack's story, he didn't never like I guess question his wife is like switching place with that identical twin sister. That was like something. So later episode, we do meet a very interesting character named Dylan, played by Jonathan Tucker, and which like I haven't seen him in a while. We know him from Terminator movie, and I thought he was very interesting character. Unfortunately, the way they end his character in this show, I was like, whoa, what? And they just killed him so quickly. So like I didn't like it. I wish he got justice in this show, but looks like he didn't. And the way this show wraps up, like there's one scene on a waterfall, like when you watch it, you're like, whoa, this looks really cheap. The CGI, the way it was shot, why you need to shot this show in that waterfall? Shooting scene like that is so dangerous. No way any actor will agree in the first place. Overall, I'll say this show did started out really well, but toward the end, like especially last 3 to 4 episodes, for some reason this show's especially production quality dramatically dropped. All the set and the way this actor they were acting, really you feel the production was falling apart toward the end of the show. That's what I was thinking. A lot of people will pick that up when you watch the show. Again, the show did have a interesting premise that you do want to keep watching. Unfortunately, toward the end, the show really falls apart. The way they reveal everything, it was like it's not bad by any mean. I think it was interesting the way they was. Is that the way the show was done? Is the acting and the way they tell you storytelling toward the last 4 episodes really not that good. That is what I was thinking. This show, it has been trending on Netflix because, as I was saying, first couple of episodes, it is interesting. It is a suspense thriller. You do want to finish it. What happened to Lenny and Gina? And Lenny, she is kind of manipulative person. She had this, like she saw when I was little, she thought her dad might have killed her mom. This trauma, she had when she was little. I guess that is what bothered her whole her life. That is what we learn about her character. Which was lie, of course. I really felt for Gina, She was like really trapped into this life. It wasn't her. She lost her kid, then she was raising her sister kid. It can be tough. I do understand. These two characters, they are like, if you think about it, they're not that bad. Interesting sister dynamic they have, but however, the way it ends, the way that it done is not very good. Storytelling is not that good. Still, I thought Michelle Monaghan at beginning of the show, she was interesting. Toward the end of the season, I felt like her acting wasn't that good. All the side character, they tried their best. I felt really bad for Matt Bomer. His character went nowhere. Like, he was just this dumb husband who was busy all day. I didn't know. Charlie character, I would say he was like, he did figure it out because he was therapist. Anyway, overall, this show is like, is it worth checking? I'll say no. It's not that worth checking, but it isn't bad time either. I'll say it was okay. And that was my thought on the show. Let me know in the comment what do you think about this show. And if you enjoyed this review, don't forget my other reviews on other Netflix shows. If you enjoy this, please subscribe. Until I see you next time, please take care.